Hey guys, and welcome to Quality Shot. If you haven't already, please make sure that you like, comment, and share the vids, and of course subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Very quick one. We're just going to go over the Pakistan vs South Africa first T20 international. Sorry for it being a little bit late. Okay, let's go straight into this. Pakistan vs South Africa ended up being a pretty tight game in the end. Pakistan posting 169 for 6, and South Africa in the end just falling short by only 3 runs in the end. Mohammed Rizwan, I think, was a standout. I mean, what an innings by him. But the match didn't start off in the best fashion, did it, for Pakistan? Babar Azam, the captain, unfortunately running himself out. And Pakistan were 1 for 1 after 2 balls. And as you can tell from that picture there, he was a little bit aggrieved by it, and probably rightly so. A poor run decision. Good fielding, though, by Fortune. And yeah, I think South Africa off to a flyer. They didn't have their full strength side because they haven't fielded. The squad that they put together has been just for T20s, so completely separately. But they had the likes of Shamsi, Sapamla, Pretorius, Feliqueo, those types of players. Junior Dollar I'm familiar with as well. Malan, Hendricks, etc. Clarkson. So they still had a pretty strong side, but not their first team by any stretch of the imagination. On the Pakistan front, I mean, I was a bit interesting. It was interesting. I think Mohammed Rizwan now after this 100 has put himself at the top with Bob Razim. We had Haider Ali, Hussein Talat at 4, Iftikhar Ahmed at 5, Kushal Shah, Faheem Ashraf, Mohammed Nawaz, Usman Qadir, Shaheen Afridi, and Harris Rolf. So Shtab Khan's still injured at the moment as well. And Imam Wasim not in there because of, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it seems like maybe there's a bit of a rift between him and the PCB potentially. I don't know though. But anyway, he wasn't picked. So Pakistan, as I said, batting first. And yeah, not off to the best of starts. Haider Ali looked pretty good for his 21 off 16, but he's the type of player that unfortunately hit a couple of very big sixes. I think 3 sixes, no fours actually. And the way he got out, you just think to yourself, he needs to make sure once he's hit a 6 or 2, he just needs to really keep calm and keep composed. And I don't think he does. I think he thinks, okay, that's it. I'm on, and I'm just going to go one pace. And he bats one way. And I think he needs to adapt because he doesn't necessarily tick along. 16 balls, 21 runs, and 18 of those runs came from sixes, which means only 3 runs were from singles. He needs to learn to manipulate a field. He's got the power, we know that, and he will get balls to hit out of the park. But why can't he manipulate a field and try and look for singles and look for twos for deliveries that aren't there to be hit? And be clever about it and not just soak up deliveries and put himself under pressure. Also, the way he got out, that could have easily been, he could have easily hit that into the ground along the floor for 4. Instead, he chose to go big, and unfortunately, hit straight to the man. Yeah, a decent catch by I'm going to say Simon or Snyman. So good stuff from him, but again, just not good stuff from Haider Ali, in my opinion. And he's a massive talent. Let's hope he doesn't waste it. He showed obviously on his debut when he got 50 against England that he can do it. Fingers crossed he does better than T20 on Saturday because he's a talent, as I said. Hussein Talat, I mean, 15 for him. Unfortunately, got out a bit strangely by Clarkson, and it was a bit controversial because I think a lot of people actually thought he was inside his crease. Touch and go, I think it probably could have gone either way, but normally the batsman has the benefit of the doubt. So, bit of a strange one for me, but Shamsi, I think, was the pick of the bowlers. Really, I mean, he only picked up 1 wicket, but went for 5 and over, 4 overs for 20 runs. And I mean, he was really impressive. The left arm chime or left arm unorthodox, if you want to call it as well. They use a lot of bowlers here, South Africa. So they ended up using 7 bowlers in total. And I think Pretorius actually only went for 6.5 and over, but only bowled 2 at the top end. So interesting tactics from them. Really, in terms of Pakistan, there wasn't too much to talk about. Apart from Hyder, I mean, Hussein Talib got 15, and Iftikhar Ahmed got 4. Khushal Shah got 12. Faheem Ashraf 4, and yeah, Mohammed Nawaz got 3. So in the end, unfortunately, no one else really chipped in too much. It was actually Mohammed Rizwan with that 104 not out. What a knock from him! Incredible knock. I mean, it really was. And 104 off 64. The guy was just phenomenal and got man of the match for a reason. Unbelievable knock. And yeah, I mean, just great stuff, wasn't it? It really was. Really, really fantastic stuff from him. And I think he, as I said, he cemented his place at the top with Babar Azam, I think. And it's great to see a wiki for Pakistan. And, you know, we've got one now where his keeping is phenomenal and also his batting seems to have come along quite a lot as well. So really good to see that as well. And yeah, he's doing well, it seems, in all 3 formats, which is good to see. In terms of South Africa's chase, I mean, Malan and Hendricks got them off to a really good start. Um, but really, Usman Qadir, I mean, the guy he knows what he's doing, doesn't he? He really does. And I think it was Malan with the googly, fantastic delivery, cleaned him up, and then he also got Snyman again and cleaned him up again. And he is looking like a really, really good T20 bowler. The pick of the bowlers for me for Pakistan, Ashraf picked up a couple, and Faheem picked up one, but they were both very expensive. But for me, Usman Qadir does stand out. Mohammed Nawaz bowled really well at the start, only went for 5s, and yeah, I think on the whole we did really well. I was happy with it, and it shows here from this picture that Usman Qadir getting his wickets, and I think on the whole Pakistan will be happy. Um, as I said, they ran us close because Dwayne Pretorius hit 15 off 6, Bjorn Fortune 17 off 9. So they were going quickly towards that total. And I think on the last ball, they needed 6 off the last ball, and luckily they didn't get it. But yeah, good stuff from both. Trying to get South Africa to that total. Probably a bit too close for comfort for Pakistan. Malan 44 and Hendricks 54. Those two at the top did really. Malan looked really, really impressive and got a peach of delivery by Usman Qadir, but he'll be looking to push on, I think. He looks a real talent. He really does. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. Okay, thanks very much, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please make sure that you like and comment and share on the vids, or share the vids even. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, guys. And I'll speak to you on the next video. Thank you very much. Thank you very